What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everyone is having a good start to your weekend. If you're new here, my name is Mike. I run the YouTube channel called Frugal Fam, which is all about saving money and learning more about your personal finances. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I do these live financial trivia games every Friday. So if you're subscribed, you'll get notified anytime I go live. Without further ado, let's jump right into the game. And it looks like my account logged me out. So 1 second, I'm just gonna log in. All right, here we go. What is the speed of sound? Sorry, I just want to make sure my settings are correct and everyone can hear me. All right, correct answer is 1,200 kilometers per hour, which is 761 miles per hour. All right, and if you're new here, basically the way it's going to work is the first 5 questions will be completely random. And then starting on question 6, we will dive into the financial portion of the game, which is European money, learning a little bit more about personal finances based on a quiz that I found online. And if you want to take that quiz on your own time, I linked it in the description of this video. Otherwise, we are playing it starting on question 6. Question number 2. What do we call a newly hatched butterfly? And if you see me looking away, I'm just watching the video via my phone, making sure everything looks okay and you guys can hear me. All right, newly hatched butterfly is a caterpillar. Different stages of the butterfly's life. Starts out as an egg, and then when it hatches, it goes to a caterpillar, and then that goes into like a cocoon. The cocoon is known as a chrysalis, and then once it comes out of the chrysalis, it becomes a butterfly and flaps its wings. Feel free to drop something in the live chat. I said happy Friday, and not sure if anyone is on chess.com. I've recently made an account, so if you like chess, feel free to add me on there. Um, Question 3, which did Viking people use as money? And once again, we just got started with trivia. It's not too late to join. I put all the joining instructions in the pink box on the screen. So feel free to play at home if you'd like. We are talking about Viking people. And yeah, I'm trying to grow my Viking beard out. I'm probably at like, I gotta be at about, let's see here, 19 months. Probably 19 months of no shave. So seeing how long I can go. Viking people, according to this quiz that I found online, they used jewelry as money. One type of coin specifically that they used was called a silver penninger. And then they used these coins, they were valued based on their weight. So the more that it weighed, um, the more valuable it was. Question 4, we have two more random questions, and then starting on question 6, we will get into today's topic, which is European money. What is the main component of the sun? And it looks like we have a picture of a close-up of the sun. We have liquid lava, gas, molten iron, or rock. Once again, it's not too late to join. Just follow the instructions that are in the pink box on the screen. Hope everyone is having a good start to your Friday. I am on Eastern time right now, so I think it's like about 10 in the morning. I know if you're in Europe right now, it's probably closer to the afternoon, late afternoon. Whoops, I skipped to that pretty quick. All right, so the answer was the sun is a gas. It's mostly made up of a gas, made up of hydrogen and helium, and it is not a solid mass. All right, so this is the last random question, and then we will get into the financial questions starting after this one. Which country, in which country is Transylvania? I have it circled here on the map, and I try to cross it out so as to not give it away. But I guess if you know your geography, then you should be able to get this. Country that is right above Bulgaria, to the right of Serbia, and I guess to the right of Hungary. Transylvania, also known if you follow the Dracula series. Dracula, I guess, is comes from Transylvania. All right, correct answer here is Romania. Transylvania is a region in central Romania, and it is associated with the legend of Dracula. All right, we are getting into the topic of today, which is European money. Basically, found a quiz online and has to do with all personal finance matters, specifically catered to Europe. So basically, just recreated that quiz into what we are playing now. So hopefully, we learned something new. What does it mean to be financially literate? Let's see here. Few different choices. Um, One person went with that I am good at reading literature about the history of finance. It looks like the correct answer here is that I understand the dangers of money and how to use it safely. I can definitely see how some of these answers, um, they do look like they're the right answers. Some answers are just a little bit closer. Thank you. Shout out, not a robot. I appreciate you playing. I got to make sure that I'm logged in. I think I'm actually logged into the game twice. All right, so this is a multi-choice question, um, meaning that there is more than one answer. So I guess pick all the answers that you think are applicable to this question. Question 7. Why should you think twice about getting a personal loan? And yeah, thank you to the person that is not a robot playing. If you're unfamiliar, we do have a history of random robots joining the game. So it's always nice to play versus other human beings and not the robots. Think twice about getting a personal loan. And I think this is Keenan from Keenan and Kel. Oh no, maybe it's from Saturday Night Live. Um, why should you think twice about getting a personal loan? We have let's see, because these loans can be very expensive, and because you need to make sure you can pay them back with the interest. The average personal loans as of this year, average interest rate for personal loans are between 10 and 28%. So they can add up very quickly with those interest rates. Whoa, somebody plays chess. Um, if you want to add me, you don't have to actually type out your chess name, but if you want to add me on chess.com, it's the same exact name as my name on YouTube. There's just no spaces. So it's Frugal Fam with no space. Same spelling as on my YouTube channel. I recently reached above the 800 mark. So if you're on chess.com, basically you start out at 800, and then as you beat more people, your score goes up, and then as you lose, your score goes down. So I think I'm currently at like 860, which is still beginner level. But yeah, if you want to add me on there, feel free to do so. Definitely enjoy playing that in my spare time. Question 8. It looks like this is just a simple math question. I guess in which scenario do you have a higher income? And basically, you are just multiplying the two different numbers. Yeah, so if you multiply it out, I don't have a calculator handy. I wish I could do this math in my head. I think one of them comes out to like close to 400, and the other one comes out just below that. Um, don't quote me on that. I'd have to break out a calculator. Not a robot. Moving up. Yeah, so once again, if this is your first time playing, usually I do multiple rounds, and then I think the second game we usually play, there's usually like thousands of robots that will join the game. So this is basically just a way to help humans get some extra points on the board. So if you're a human, you should be able to get this one right and get some free points. And it looks like we have all humans playing right now. So that is awesome. Just some free points on the board. And yeah, if you missed the beginning of the game, usually I'll do about 3 rounds of this game. So you'll be able to play again from the beginning in the second round. Question number 10. If you ever run into financial problems, it is perfectly okay to seek expert advice and get financial help. And it looks like we have a picture of a dog. I'm not sure what kind of dog that is. It kind of looks like the Shiba Inu dog, the Dogecoin dog. I'm not sure if that's the same dog though. Yeah, true or false. Should be an easy question. Get some free points on the board. Ever run into financial problems? It's okay to ask for help. Yes. I don't really know what else to say about that, but yeah, if you ever need help, reach out to a friend. Maybe you have a family member who is, let's say, financially fit. Good person to reach out to. What is up, hello? I'm not sure who has the username hello, but thank you for playing the game. All right, hopefully you can read the picture. You actually don't even need the picture, but I don't know. Maybe you can look at it for help. Which budget post should not be your top priority? And it looks like this is someone's personal budget. We have different types of expenses ranging from your rent, groceries, insurance, miscellaneous. So, so which of these expenses is not your top priority? And because this is about Europe, this is European money. We are dealing with um, euros as opposed to dollars. I'm here on the East Coast in the United States, so I'm used to dollars. Entertainment, yeah, entertainment. You do not need to survive. Rent, you need a place to live. Groceries, you need food to survive. Insurance, it's not a top priority, but it is still above entertainment. Not a bot. Moving up, 5 answers in a row. That's awesome. We are on question 12. All right, it looks like we have a picture of, I think this is a scene from South Park. It's supposed to be a salesman. A salesperson tells me he will give me a special discount. Why? So why is the salesperson giving a special discount? Yeah, I used to watch South Park a lot when I was younger. Don't really watch it anymore, but I still think it's a funny show. Basically, just makes fun of current events. Few more seconds. See what the right answer is. All right, it is a way to trick me into buying. Another popular answer was because I'm very good at negotiating. Yeah, I mean, I guess in some stores you are able to negotiate, um, but I guess to the general public, they're just yeah, they're trying to incentivize you to buy stuff. Wow, what is up? We have new players, Kamel and Kahoot Pro. Welcome everyone. Hope you are having a good Friday so far. All right, I apologize if the picture is blurry. This is a question I did not know about until today. Maybe if you're in the cybersecurity space, or if you're into technology, this might be pretty obvious. But we're talking about cybersecurity in terms of your bank. So which bank website can be trusted? This one I did not know until today. There's very small differences between the top picture and the bottom picture. And I actually had to look this one up so I can try to explain the reasoning behind this. Yeah, so the two differences. Actually, I think there's actually three differences. Let's see. All right, so hopefully you can still see that on the screen. So basically, if you look at the beginning of the website, one of them starts with HTTP, and then the bottom one starts with HTTPS. Just for reference, when it has the S on it, S stands for secure, and it means that you're using a TLS certificate. And basically, what that means is a TLS certificate, it secures all your data. And then it has that symbol to the left, it's a lock. So the bottom one, because it has the S at the end of HTTP, it means it's a secure website. As opposed to the top picture, does not have the S. Um, so I did not know that until today, but it looks like Kahoot Pro knew that. So that is awesome. We are on question 14. What is true about your income? And it looks like we have a cartoon character that is receiving a bag of money. Wow, it looks like everyone got this one right. What is true about your income? Money is a tool to afford a good life for you and your family. Yeah, it looks like that was pretty obvious to everyone. Everyone got some points on the board. Kahoot Pro is on a 3-answer winning streak. Yeah, once again, if you're just joining us, sometimes we get robots that will join. Um, so this is basically just a free question, so humans can get some points on the board. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many robots are playing right now, but I'm assuming everyone here is a human. Wow, and it looks like everyone playing is a human, so that is great news. It might not make sense now, but like sometimes it'll be like thousands of robots that play. But yeah, so far just humans playing, so that's great. All right, Neil, I believe this is Neil Patrick Harris. Making a budget is crucial for your financial success. Once again, I did not create these questions. These all came from a quiz that I found online. And I linked it in the description of this video if you are curious. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to play it versus versus all of you and kind of see where everyone is at in terms of your financial literacy. So yeah, some of them are sort of obvious. Others maybe not so much. This one should be some free points on the board. We'll see how everyone does. Yeah, and I think for this one, you may be able to argue both sides. I don't necessarily think you have to have a budget to be successful. I think there's plenty of people who don't have a budget that are successful. On the flip side, this question I think is catered towards the general public. I think what the question is trying to say is it's trying to encourage you to know where your money is going. So if you have no idea where your money is going, um, you might not be I don't know. You might not be as financially secure as someone else who knows where their money is going. All right, we are on question 17. So it looks like there's two parts to this. Would you rather be an entrepreneur or would you rather work for someone else the rest of your life? So I guess which one would be better? And we have a picture. I'm not sure what movie this is from, but someone that is jumping in front of a lemonade stand. I personally am all about the entrepreneur life. I haven't always been like that though. I think um, growing up definitely have worked. I've always been an employee, but I think I think there's a lot of pros and cons for both sides, but I'm trying out the entrepreneur life right now. Yeah, both are good. You can choose your own path. As an entrepreneur, you are responsible for your success, not for your failure. Um, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think there's multiple ways to look at it. Like I said, I prefer the entrepreneur lifestyle, but I know um, that's not necessarily for everyone. All right, moving on. Oh, shit. Whoops. Sorry about that. All right, we are looking at the picture. What is not a good strategy for success? Let's see. A, it looks like you are in construction. B is the casino. C, you are in the science field. And then D, you just graduated from college. Not a good strategy for success. Wow, everyone is against school. That is hilarious. Yes, I think school going to college conditions you to be a good employee. But yeah, if you want to be an entrepreneur, definitely not something you need to do. Yeah, B was, I'm surprised no one chose the casino. Um, that's really funny. Casinos, my feeling with casinos, the first time you go to casino, you win really big, but then the second time you go back, you double your losses. So not only did you lose what you won, but you also lost even more. So yeah, stay away from casinos. They are fun, but not gonna not gonna help you in the long term. I hope everyone can see this picture. It might be kind of small. Basically, you're just adding up the numbers and you're ranking each picture based on how expensive they are. So the most expensive will go first, and then the last one will be the cheapest picture, the least inexpensive picture. All right. Yeah. Looks like everyone got this one right. Yeah, if you just add them all up, it would be really cool to have a yacht vacation. I guess it's not a yacht. I guess that's a cruise ship vacation. Yeah, everyone got some points on the board. That's awesome. All right, true or false? I should probably know who this person is counting money. Um, I have no idea who this person is. So if you know who it is, drop it in the chat. I literally just typed it in on Google. Random person counting money. Question 20. We still have 6 questions remaining. Your income level greatly affects your saving habits. So I guess it's trying to imply that the more money you make, the more that you save. I think that's kind of what it's getting at. Got a 50-50 shot. Yeah, so think of it this way. I mean, you can make $1 million a year, but if you're also spending $1 million a year, you're not going to be, I don't know, you're not going to be as financially fit as someone who might make like 50 grand a year but saves half of it. So yeah, your income level does not really influence is not really correlated to how you save. Generally, the more money you make, the more you spend. Was that lifestyle inflation? If anyone's ever heard of that, yeah, the more money you make, the more money you spend. What is true during a recession? And it looks like we have the picture of the entire Earth about to fall off the edge here. And yeah, we can kind of go over what a recession actually is. A few more seconds. All right, a recession is a business cycle. It's the business cycle where there's a decline in economic activity, and then trade and industrial activity is reduced. Um, so during this time period, you want to make sure that yeah, your personal finances matter even more. Just because you might, I mean, if we use COVID as an example, if you get laid off from your job, it's really important that you have your personal finances in order. Moving on, we are on question 22. All right, so this is the last robot question. Again, we get a bunch of robots that join the game. So if you join us for round two, you'll see all the robots that will join. Free points on the board. It looks like I Play Chess is not too far behind. Not a robot. So still plenty of time to catch up. All right. Speaking of personal finances, what is a good emergency fund? And not sure what this cartoon is from. Emergency fund. So this game is about European money. I'm not sure if anyone has heard of Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is um, he's an American radio station host that specializes in personal finance. So I'm not sure if he's that popular in Europe, but in the U.S., I would say he's very popular. But yeah, he argues you want to have an emergency fund for 3 to 6 months. So if your car breaks down unexpectedly, then at least you have some savings where you can cover those unexpected events. What is a good emergency fund? Money on a special bank account for use in case of emergencies. Um, Looks like some people chose the top right, a stash of cash savings to use in case of urgent needs. Yeah, actually, that's exactly what it is. I think what they're getting at is, do you want to have that stash in cash or in the bank? You want to have it in the bank because that money is insured. If you have cash under your mattress, if that disappears, you're not going to be able to get that back. What is the most important thing Tom needs to do to start improving his personal finances? I'm not sure. This guy kind of looks like a Tom. I'm pretty sure he's a meme because I've definitely seen him in like other memes. All right, does he need to get a higher paying job, a second job, pay off his credit card debt, or cancel his unused subscriptions like Netflix? Yeah, speaking of Netflix, Squid Games has been pretty popular in the media. I don't currently watch Netflix, but yeah, I've heard it's been pretty popular. And it looks like we have robots that joined us. All right, yeah, pay off credit card debt. The average credit card interest rate as of this year was 16.16%. So if you have a lot of credit card debt, you definitely want to make sure you pay that off. All right, here is an opportunity for double points. Basically, what that means is exactly what it sounds. If you get the question right, you get double the amount of points. Yeah, I apologize if the game has slowed down. Yeah, when robots join the game, it tends to slow the game down a bit. So apologize for that. I mean, we almost made it through the entire game without having robots, but it looks like they just joined. So apologize about that. So once again, double points. You get this question right. Double points on the board. You have too much debt if you are only able to make the minimum monthly payment on your credit card. Yeah, answer here is true. Um, yeah, like I said, 16% is the average interest rate on credit cards. So if you can only make your minimum monthly payment, then your interest is going to add up very quickly. So yeah, way too much debt. Answer here is true. You got double points. Everyone that answered. The reason the scores are not updating is because of the robots. So I apologize about that. But yeah, not a bot. And I play chess. They are in it. They're very close for first place. Last question of the game. We are gonna do round two after this game. So if you weren't able to see the beginning of the game, um, don't worry. We will do a brand new round after this one. Last question. What is not a good strategy to be financially resilient? And it looks like I forget the character's name, but this is the guy from Futurama. I used to watch it when I was younger, not so much anymore. Yeah. To be financially resilient, you want to make sure you educate yourself, build an emergency fund, and don't put all your eggs in the same basket. So you want to mitigate risk. Yeah, the answer here, not a good strategy, is never trusting a bank. When you keep your money in cash, that money is not insured. So if something ever happened to it, you're not able to get it back. Also, you don't earn any interest when you keep your money in cash. All right, let us see the leaderboard. Third place, we have Hello. What is up, Hello? I Play Chess got second. First place, I think it's Not a Bot. So shout out to you three. Virtual high fives. Looks like fourth place is Kamel, and then fifth place is Kahoot Pro. Guys, we're going to be doing a second round in about 5 minutes. So give me a second here. Yeah, round two is going to come up. So if you weren't able to see the beginning questions, we will do a second round. I will put a timer on the screen, so give me about 5 minutes and we will come back for round two. Thank you everyone who played today. Appreciate you joining me. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I do this game every Friday. So when you're subscribed, you will get notified. I will put a timer on the screen and hopefully I see you guys for round two.
What is going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good Friday. We are doing round two of financial trivia. Shout out to everyone who played the first round. If you weren't able to see all the questions, we are about to get started real soon. One thing, I do these games every Friday, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That way, you'll get notified anytime I go live. Without further ado, let's get right into the game. Just give me 1 second. All right, and if you're new here, the way this is going to work, the first 5 questions are going to be completely random. And then starting on question number 6, we will get into the financial questions of the game. So, first question, what is the speed of sound? And it looks like we're in kilometers per hour. I'm here in the US, so I'm used to the miles per hour. But in case anyone was wondering, speed of sound from miles per hour is about 761 miles per hour. In kilometers, it looks like the answer is 1,200 kilometers per hour. So it looks like 5 people got that right. Yeah, I did not know that. I would definitely be guessing on that question. Ouija with 1,000 points on the board. Looks like Kamal joining us for round two. Chessman. Yeah, I should remind everyone, if you have an account on chess.com, make sure to add me. It's the same name that I have for my YouTube channel. There's no space. So Frugal Fam, no space. Then we got It's Friday and then Kahoot Boss. What do we call a newly hatched butterfly? And if there's any Pokemon fans, I believe this is Caterpie. I used to play and collect back in the day. Not so much anymore. But yeah, I do regret not having any unopened packs. It looks like they are extremely valuable now. If you have an unopened pack of holographic cards. What do we call a newly hatched butterfly? All right. Answer is a caterpillar. In case anyone was wondering, the different stages of a butterfly, it starts out as an egg, and then it goes to a caterpillar, and then it goes into a cocoon, which is called a chrysalis, and then it hatches into a adult butterfly. Um, in case you were wondering, Norway on the board. Shout out to Norway. Um, I heard it is extremely cold there. Would love to go there though. That sounds like a cool place to live. Speaking of Norway, no, I don't know if Viking people are there, but I feel like Vikings were like Iceland. Which did Viking people use as money? And yeah, I'm trying to get on that kind of beard status. Viking beard. We have ruin stones, jewelry, seal skin, or wool. And that'd be cool to have a horn that's made out of some type of animal's antlers. Which did Viking people use as money? All right, answer here is jewelry. When I did a Google search, though, it said they typically use coins, specifically a silver penninger, which is basically a silver penny. And then the value of that penny was based on how much it weighed. So um, the more that it weighed, the more valuable it was. Ouija and Kamel crushing it right now. Kamel is on a 3-answer winning streak. Shout out to Unlimited Gaming. What is up, Unlimited Gaming? I haven't seen you in a few weeks. Hope you're doing well. We are doing financial trivia starting on question 6. Today's topic is European money. So shout out to everyone that is from Europe right now. I'm from New York, so East Coast of the United States. It's about 11 a.m. and still have my coffee. I'd imagine though, if you're in Europe right now, it's probably closer to dinner time or maybe even bedtime, depending on where you're at. What is the main component of the sun? All right, so despite what it looks like, if you actually do a close-up zoom of it, it is not a solid mass. It's mostly made up of hydrogen and helium. So main component is going to be a gas. Looks like 3 people got that one right. Kahoot boss moving up. Ouija on a 4-answer winning streak. All right, for all those Dracula fans out there, in which country is Transylvania? Whoops. So sometimes when I'm not logged in, the answers will immediately it'll be very quick like that. So I just gotta make sure I'm logged in. 7 people got that right. So it looks like 7 people know their geography. Transylvania is in the center of Romania and is known for the legend of what do you call it? The legend of Dracula. It's Friday, moving up into 5th place, keeping the game moving. All right, we are getting into the beginning of the financial portion of the quiz. What does it mean to be financially literate? And we have a picture of SpongeBob reading a book. So yeah, once again, basically I found a quiz online and I just recreated it here so we can all play together. So this quiz is about European money. So personal finance, specifically catered to Europe, basically. All right, 4 people got this one right. They understand the dangers of money and how to use it safely. Um, we had one person said good at reading literature about the history of finance, and then 2 people said I can spend money wisely. Yes, but I would say if you're financially literate, you could save money wisely. Kamel moving up into second, 4,000 points. So just under 2,000 behind Ouija. All right, multi-select. So there's going to be more than one answer. So multiple answers in this question. Why should you think twice about getting a personal loan? And this is Keenan from Keenan and Kel, but specifically, I think this is an SNL skit. I know he's on Saturday Night Live. Think twice about getting a personal loan. A few more seconds. All right, personal loans have an average interest rate between 10 and 28%. So they can be very expensive. And then you need to make sure that you can actually pay the interest back, because when the interest is that high, it can kind of go into a snowball amount. And before you know it, you're not able to repay that loan. Um, so definitely want to make sure you think twice. Norway moving up. All right, this is just basically just a simple math problem. Um, so which of the scenarios do you have a higher income? So one of them you're working 40 hours per week, and the other you're only working 32 hours per week. Um, so I'm actually going to break out my calculator. I wish I could do mental math in my head, but no. Unfortunately, need a calculator. All right, I think I have the answer. Few more seconds. And it looks like everyone can use a calculator here. That's great. Yeah, so one of the scenarios, you're going to make $400 for the week, and then the other one, you're only making $380 for the week. So shout out to everyone. Double virtual high five to the audience playing. Everyone got that one right. So free points on the board. Kamal still just, what, about 1,500 under Ouija. Still plenty of questions left in the game. For those of you who have been with us before, you know we tend to get robots that will join. So this is basically a freebie question to help give the humans some extra points on the board. And yeah, if you don't know how Kahoot works, it's you get points for getting the question right and then getting it right the quickest. So the faster that you basically type your answer in, the more points you will get. So you can see here we have 7 humans playing, so free points on the board. Moving on, we have another true or false question, so 50% chance getting this one right. Is this the same dog from the Dogecoin? And is this the Shibu Inu dog? Kind of looks like it. Question 10. If you ever run into financial problems, it's perfectly okay to seek expert advice and get financial help. Yeah, some of these questions are seem pretty easy. Others might take a little bit more thinking. And I have a feeling everyone will probably get this one right. And if you don't, that's perfectly okay. Of course, you're not getting your financial advice from a dog. Yeah, hopefully you have someone in your family that might be really good with money. let's say competent with money that you can reach out to ask for help. But yeah, perfectly okay to ask for help if you need it. Ouija on fire, 10 answers in a row. I think the only one you got wrong was actually I don't know. Maybe you didn't get any wrong. Oh no, I guess we're on question 10. So Ouija has not gotten any questions wrong yet. All right, so hopefully you can see the picture. You don't actually need the picture to answer the question, but maybe it can help you out. Yeah, because this quiz is catered towards Europe, we are doing euros instead of dollar bills. I am in the U.S., so I'm used to dollar bills. So yeah, seeing the symbol for euros is definitely new to me. But I think I understand it, I guess. Um, which budget which budget post should not be your top priority? So I guess what do you not need to survive is like another way of asking this question. Yeah, so what do you not need to survive? I mean, you could probably argue that you need entertainment to survive, but I mean, you need a place to live, so that's going to be your rent. You need groceries to eat. I guess you don't really need insurance, but I think it's still gonna take a priority over your entertainment. You don't need Netflix to survive, although it definitely helps. I know Squid Games is very popular in the media right now. I haven't gotten into it yet, but it looks like it's a very popular show on Netflix right now. We are on question 12. A salesperson tells me he will give me a special discount. Why? And it looks like this is a clip from South Park. If anyone watches South Park, it looks like this is a dealership for Hummers. Not sure if Hummers are big in Europe. I wouldn't even say they're big in the US, but they are sold in the US. Wow, looks like everyone got this one right. Yeah, it's a trick to getting you to buy stuff. So if you know Black Friday, which is the Friday after Thanksgiving, pretty much every industry has deals just to get you to in the door to buy stuff. Cybersecurity question. So this goes out to all the IT nerds. I'm saying that in a positive way. I wish I was an IT nerd. This question is definitely new to me. I did not know this until today. But yeah, there's a few differences between the top picture and the bottom one. And so we need to figure out which of these websites can be trusted as opposed to the one that cannot be trusted. So if you played the previous round, then you probably know the answer, but if you're just joining us, you may not know the answer. I did not know this until today. A few more seconds. All right, so we'll pull the picture up here. Whoops, yeah. So yeah, the correct answer is the bottom one because it is certified. So looking at the picture, all right, so one of these has HTTP and then the other one has an S. The S stands for secure and it is a TLS certificate, which basically secures all of your data. So we can see we have a lock here, meaning it's a secured website. versus the unsecured website, which does not have the S. I did not know that, but it looks like 6 of you did. So shout out to all 6 of you. But yeah, that's kind of the point of these games is, if you like trivia, this is kind of a fun way to learn something new. So definitely appreciate everyone for taking the time out of your Friday to play the game with me. Do this every Friday, so if you want to play again in the future, make sure you are subscribed. That way you'll get notified anytime I go live. Question 14. What is true about your income? Ouija said the robots would get this one right. Yeah, it's funny you said that because when I saw that the website question from the previous question, it did make me think about the robots using a secured website versus an unsecured website. All right, correct answer. What is true about your income? Money is a tool to afford a good life for you and your family. One person said a higher salary means higher tax, so less money in the end. Not necessarily. Yeah, you do go up in the tax bracket, but even people that are rich and they're in a higher tax bracket, they still make a lot more money than someone that's maybe like a blue collar worker. Yeah, money is a tool to afford a good life for you and your family. Ouija still crushing it, about almost 4,000 points ahead of Kamel. Chessman in third. Norway still going strong. And then Kahoot bringing up the rear in fifth place. Moving on. Yeah, once again, the quicker that you answer the correct question, the more points that you get. So yeah, you want to make sure you hit this as quickly as possible. That way it maxes out your points. I'm not sure if 1,000 points is the max. I think it is. So if you hit the right answer very quickly, I think you get 1,000 points. 7 humans are playing the game. I appreciate you humans, as opposed to robots. Moving on, we are on question 16. Got about 10 more questions to go. Making a budget is crucial for your financial success. Yeah, so my thought here, I'm sure there's plenty of people that are successful that do not have a budget. But I think this question is more geared to the general public. Um, so you don't have to have a budget to be financially successful, but I think it does help, and I think that's kind of where this question is going to. Yeah, it looks like all 7 of us got it right. Shout out to you guys. Double high five, virtual, of course. Yeah, it definitely does help to know where every dollar is going. So while you don't need a budget, I think it definitely does help the average person. Question 17. And it looks like I think the guy is dressed up as the Flash, who's like a superhuman or super whatever, and it's a lemonade stand. So comparing entrepreneurs versus someone who is an employee. So would you rather be an entrepreneur or an employee? Let me know in the comments. I've been an employee my entire life. I'm just now trying to branch out and be an entrepreneur. I think there's pros and cons of both, but yeah, when you're working for someone else, you're helping them get rich, but at the same time, they are giving you a, uh, a steady paycheck, assuming that you don't get laid off. All right. As an entrepreneur, you are responsible for your success, not your failure. Um, when you're an entrepreneur, you're basically you're taking a risk on yourself. So whether you succeed or fail, some of it may be out of your control, but ultimately you are the one that chose that path. Both are good. Choose your own path. Yeah, pros and cons to being an employee versus being an entrepreneur. I think of it as when you're an entrepreneur, you're basically delaying your success. Um, you're hoping that you plant a small seed and then hoping that that seed grows into something big in the future. Whereas when you work for someone, you're not really planting a seed. You're getting immediate uh, paychecks. Once per month, twice per month, depending on where you work. Question 18. What is not a good strategy for success? And it looks like everyone got this one correct. Yeah, when you go to the casino, I like to say when you go, you usually win big the first time you go there. But the second time you go there, you lose everything and then some. So yeah, stay away from the casino. We are on question 19. Hopefully everyone can see the picture well. Basically, you're just adding up all the numbers and then you're going to rank them from the most expensive to the least expensive. I've never been on a cruise. I have been on a prison cruise. I used to be in the Navy, and I describe that as a prison cruise. So you are on a cruise ship, but you're forced to stay there, not by your own will. Still a really cool experience. But I've never been on like a vacation cruise. Not sure how that is, but I'm sure that it'd probably be fun. And once again, it looks like everyone knows how to use a calculator. So yeah, looks like everyone got this one right. CABD. So we got, yeah, bottom left, top right, and then bottom right. Ouija on fire, all 19 in a row. Chessman, don't forget to add me on chess.com. And then Kamel still in third place. Norway still in fourth. I'm not sure who this person is. Your income level greatly affects your saving habit. The previous game I kind of mentioned, you can make $1 million, but if you're a year, but if you're spending $1 million a year, um, it's really, um, I guess that's not really wealth, in my opinion. Versus maybe someone who makes 60,000 a year, but only spends half of their income, 30,000. So you can be rich, you could be wealthy. I guess you could be rich, but your spending is like through the roof. And I don't know, I guess the point I'm trying to make is your income doesn't really dictate how much you save, because there's plenty of millionaires that spend millions of dollars a year and have nothing to show for it. Your income level greatly affects your saving habits. False. All right. and we can go over what a recession is. What is true during a recession? And we have a picture of the Earth. Looks like it's about to tumble off of this line here. What is true during a recession? What is up, Aaron? Aaron is in the live chat. Guys, feel free to use the live chat if you want. It's always cool to interact with you guys. Um, yeah, the top, so Unlimited Gaming, Ouija, and Aaron, they have been very consistent with their, I guess, playing these games every Friday. All right, your personal finances matter even more during a recession. Recession is a business cycle where there is a decline in economic activity. So both trade and industrial activity are reduced. So using COVID as an example, some people got laid off from their jobs. So yeah, during a recession, you want to make sure that you have your personal finances in order to be able to cover unexpected events like when COVID hit. Moving up, it's Friday, still in fifth place. Not sure if you guys have any plans this weekend. I will probably be working at my other job, but other than that, just trying to enjoy the fall weather. Where I live right now, all the trees are changing colors and the leaves are falling down. So pretty cool time of year. It's about 70 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but it's a nice time of year. And we still have 7 humans playing. Norway moving up to third place. Yo, what is up? Skimplot, not sure who that is, but what is going on? Hope you're having a good Friday. Yo, what is up, Lee? Yo, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to Financial Trivia. Basically, found a quiz online and just recreated it and playing with fellow subscribers on YouTube. So thank you for joining. That's awesome. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing well. Yeah, so you must be enjoying the fall weather as well. I was just talking about how all the leaves are falling off, are changing colors and falling down. Um, at least in the East Coast right now. I'm in New York. Looks like everyone got that one right. Money on a special bank account for use in case of emergencies. Yeah, Dave Ramsey recommends 3 to 6 months for an emergency fund. All right, Aaron is Kamel. I might be pronounced. Maybe that's Camel. Kamel or Camel. Let's see. We are on question 24. In the UK, going back to Korea today. That's awesome, man. Yeah, UK. I have not been back to the UK since. So I used to be in band. For those of you that don't know, I used to be in the band, and we did a New Year's Day parade in England in London, and so that was the last time that I was in the UK. Um, Probably go back at some point. But yeah, haven't been back. But yeah, hopefully it's nice there right now. And then Korea, I've never been to Korea, but would love to go. Yeah, um, would love to go at some point in my life. I'm a big foodie, so I love trying new foods. I think kimchi is the South Korean dish, or one of them right now. All right. Most important thing Tom needs to do, pay off his credit card debt. It looks like all seven of us got that one right. All right, moving on. Ouija still crushing it. All right, double points. So you want to make sure that you get this one right. Um, try to maximize your points here. But yeah, this one, I actually didn't know you could do this on Kahoot, but yeah, some questions you can double the points. So you want to make sure you get this one right. Yeah, I think Aaron is Kamel. I think Aaron's in either third or fourth place right now. Yeah, and it looks like it's an animated picture of a guy with a big bag of debt on his back. True or false? I have a feeling everyone will probably get this one right. I think most of us played the first round. Um, you have too much debt if you're only able to make the minimum monthly payment. So the average interest rate for credit cards for this year is just over 16%. Um, so if you're not able to make more than the minimum monthly payment, then you probably have too much debt on your hands, because you want to make sure you pay that off, because that can really snowball into a lot of money, especially at a 16% interest rate. Chessman in second. All right, Lee's on his way. I think he's on his way to Korea. Hey Lee, thanks for joining, man. I hope you're doing well. I definitely am. Um, well, yeah, we'll have to catch up sometime. But yeah, miss you. Hope you're doing well. Last question. What is not a good strategy to be financially resilient? So yeah, you want to make sure you educate yourself. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, and build an emergency fund. Um, let's see the leaderboard. And of course, if you're new here, we will do a third round after this. Norway, third place. Chessman, second place. Ouija in first place. And then fourth and fifth, we have Kamel, which is Aaron, and then Kahoot Boss. So thank you everyone for playing the game. We are gonna do round three here in a few minutes. So give me a second. I will. All right. So I'll put a timer on the screen. We'll probably take a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back for round three. So if you weren't able to see all the questions, we'll do a brand new round in about 5 minutes. I just want to thank everyone who took the time out of their day to play with me today. This has been pretty fun so far. So make sure you are subscribed. I do this every Friday, and then that way you'll get notified anytime I go live. So let me put a timer on the screen, and then we will come back for round three coming up soon. What is up, everyone? Happy Friday. My name is Mike. If you're new here, we do financial trivia every Friday. Make sure you are subscribed. That way, you will get notified anytime I go live. Without further ado, let's jump right into the game. Just give me 1 second and we will get going. All right, and of course, if you are new here, welcome to the game. The way this is going to work, the first 5 questions will be completely random. And then starting on question 6, we will get into the financial portion of the game. Um, and I just want to say thank you for everyone who have played today so far. This is currently the third round. So if you're taking time out of your Friday to spend it with me, I really appreciate it. And hopefully you learn something new and have a good start to your weekend. All right, and I'm here in the U.S., so I'm used to miles per hour. Speed of sound, 761 miles per hour, which is 1,200 kilometers per hour. Looks like 4 of us got it right. This one literally was a guess for me. So, what is up? We got some new people joining the game. Leda, the Viking, Kamal, which is Aaron, E4, and then Melanie Gamer. So, what is up, guys? Hope you are having a good Friday. Thank you for spending it with me. What do we call a newly hatched butterfly? So anyone who's in the world of Pokemon should be able to know who this is. This is Caterpie. I think he evolves into Butterfree. I forget. I haven't played Pokemon in a while, but used to collect the cards way back in the day. Yeah, and I think we learned about this maybe in second grade. I'm in the U.S. right now, but I'm pretty sure we learned about like the different stages of a butterfly in the second grade. Few more seconds. Wow, it looks like everyone got this one right. Yeah, in case you were wondering, 4 different stages for a butterfly. Starts out in an egg, and then when that hatches, it goes to the caterpillar, and then that goes into a cocoon, which is called the chrysalis, and then it hatches into a big, beautiful adult butterfly. Fabulous urchin, the Viking. Wow, keeping it. I'm hoping the Viking. Speaking of Vikings, we have a Viking right here. And it looks like the robots have joined us. Yeah, if you're new here, I'm not that popular. We usually might get a handful of people to play, but yeah, you'll see all these robots that will join. Pretty impressed though. We made it at least 2 rounds without really having robots, so pretty happy about that. All right, so speaking of Vikings, which did Viking people use as money? Yeah, my goal is to have a beard like that at some point. I'm getting there, but I still have a little more time to go. Yeah, unfortunately, the game will slow down when the robots join, so I do apologize about that. But At least we can still see the answer. Yeah, they use these coins called silver penningers, which are basically silver pennies, and their value came from their weight. Game Freezer by Dome Price. Hey, yep, appreciate it. What is the main component of the sun? And there's a picture, close-up picture of the sun. Liquid lava, gas, molten iron, or rock? Correct answer, going to be gas. The sun is made up of mostly hydrogen and helium and is not a solid mass. So correct answer here is going to be gas. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, the game slowed down a lot. So usually when this happens, we luckily today we got a few rounds down. But usually when it freezes like this, I'll actually refresh it. And I'm not gonna post the code. That way, no robots can join. So give me like a minute. We'll come back to question 5. And if you want to play, you can post your answer in the live chat. So give me a second, and I can fix this real quick. All right. Yes, we already did question 2. We did question 3. I think we left off on question 5. All right. So now, because I did not post the code, no one else can join. Um, so if you want to play along, feel free to drop your answers in the live chat. But yeah, the reason I do this is just because yeah, the robots will join and then they'll freeze the game. So yeah, I did not post the code. So yeah, play along by posting your answers in the live chat. This will help the game speed up and it won't slow down because of the robots. In which country is Transylvania? I have it circled here on the map. What is up? We have a new player, Tori Bobvik. What is up, Tori? Hope you're having a good Friday. Thank you for playing along. Tori says Romania. Romania would be correct. Romania is in central, or sorry, Transylvania is in central Romania, which is the picture right here. And Transylvania is known for the legend of Dracula. We are moving on to question 6. This is the financial portion of the game. Basically, I found a quiz online and I just recreated it so I can play with you guys at home. But this topic for today's quiz is European money. So personal finance, specifically catered to Europe. So hopefully you learn something new and have a good start to your weekend. What does it mean to be financially literate? And yeah, I have the live chat open on my phone, so if you see me looking away, it's because I'm looking at the chat on my phone. Aaron says yellow, bottom left. Yeah, and usually I'll post a code to join, but yeah, just because there's so many robots, didn't do it this time. Financially literate, Aaron got it correct. I understand the dangers of money and how to use it safely. Yeah. Some people in the previous games chose the bottom right. You could spend money wisely. I would say that's pretty accurate. But the best answer here is going to be the bottom left, the yellow one. Moving on, question number 7. So this is going to require multiple answers. So you'll need more than one answer here. Why should you think twice about getting a personal loan? And I'm not sure if Saturday Night Live is big in Europe, but yeah, this is. I actually don't know the actor's name, but I think his name is Keenan. Um, but he plays on Saturday Night Live. Think twice about getting a personal loan. Aaron said gas. I think Aaron's on question 5 was the question about the sun. All right, Tori says blue. So there's going to be more than one answer here. In a few more seconds, we'll see what the correct answers are. All right, Tori, shout out to Tori, got that one right. Blue or red? Yes. Personal loans can be very expensive. The average personal loan interest rate for this year is between 10 and 28%. And when you have that high of a percentage, your interest, the amount that you're paying towards interest, can really snowball into a large amount. So you want to be able to make sure you can pay that amount back. So definitely think twice about getting a personal loan. We are moving on to question number 8. We got a picture of Bugs Bunny here. What makes for a higher income? All right, so we have two scenarios here. One of them you're working 40 hours a week, and then the other one you're only working 32 hours. So simple math problem. I had to break out the calculator for this one, but you might be able to do it in your head. Aaron is going with red, the left answer. Yeah, what's cool about Kahoot is I know colorblind people do exist out there. So Kahoot not only color codes it, but they actually give the shapes. So if you can't see red or blue, you have the triangle or the diamond, which is pretty cool. 32 hours. Tori says 32 hours a week. So that both Aaron and Tori got that one right. If you do the math on this, one of the scenarios you're only making 380 euros a week, and then the other one you're making 400 euros. So both players got that one right. Good job, guys. Moving on. Um, yeah, we get a lot of robots, but because they did not post the code, there are no robots in this game. All right, moving on. We are on question 10. And I think this is the dog from Dogecoin. I think it's the Shinu Inu dog. I think it's a Japanese dog. If you ever run into financial problems, it is perfectly okay to seek expert advice and get financial help. And of course, you're not going to be reaching out to your dog for help. But yeah, I thought this was kind of funny. Funny little picture we have here. True or false? 50% chance getting this one right. And correct answer going to be true. Yeah, and expert advice. I mean, you might have a relative that is competent with money that you can ask. You could always ask for help. Doesn't necessarily have to be like a licensed professional. You could always ask your someone that you might look up to that's close to you. Question 11. Which budget post should not be your top priority? So it looks like you have your monthly expenses that are listed here. And another way of asking this question is what do you need least to survive? So, what do you need most? What do you need least? This is asking for what do you need least of these expenses? What do you need the least to survive? Aaron is going with green, bottom right. Yeah, Netflix, Hulu, those entertainment subscriptions you probably could do without. That would be correct. Yeah, you need a place to live. That would be your rent. You need food to eat, which is groceries. Insurance you don't necessarily need to survive, but I mean that would fall into your health, and that's going to be prioritized over your Netflix account, your entertainment. We are moving on to question 12. A salesperson tells me he will give me a special discount. Why? And this is a picture, I think it's a clip from South Park. Looks like it's a salesman that's at a Hummer dealership. Not sure if Hummers are big in Europe. I would imagine probably not, but I could be wrong about that. Special discount. So if you think of Black Friday here in the United States, it's the day after Thanksgiving where pretty much every store gives these like massive discounts just to get you to come in. But yeah, it's just a way to trick you in the store to get you to buy something. Um, Tori says, I have to eat dinner now. I have to go. I will maybe join next Friday. No worries, Tori. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you spending some time playing the game. We will definitely be on next Friday. Hope you have a great dinner. Speaking of dinner, it's almost lunchtime for me, so this will definitely be the last round, and then I will definitely grab some lunch. We are on a cybersecurity question. I'm actually glad this question came up because I did not know this until today. But we're looking at two different websites. There's the top one and the bottom one. Which one of these websites can be trusted? And you may not even notice the differences. They might be very small. I think I noticed three differences. To start off, the top website has an M as in Mike, and the bottom one has an N as in Nancy. But I don't think that has anything to do with the actual security of it.
All right, the bottom one is certified. All right, the bottom one is certified. It's certified. You can see there's a lock here, and there's an S. The top one does not have an S. The S in the website, the URL is, it stands for secure, and it is a TLS certificate, meaning that it secures all of your data. So when there's a website that starts with HTTPS, that is a secure website. When there's not an S, it is unsecure. Pretty interesting stuff. Did not know that until today. We are on question 14. What is true about your income? And it's a cartoon that looks like he's receiving a bag of money. Few more seconds. All right, bottom left, money is a tool to afford a good life for you and your family. The bottom right one was commonly chosen in the previous game. Yeah, you are put into a higher tax bracket when you have a higher salary, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have less money than someone who's going to be in a lower tax bracket. Bottom left is going to be the best answer here. And we've been having trouble with some robots, but we don't have any robots in this game. Moving on, question 16. Making a budget is crucial for your financial success. And picture of Neil Patrick Harris. Looks like he's throwing his budget over his shoulder. Yeah, on this one you might be able to argue both sides here. Plenty of people that are financially successful that probably don't have a daily or monthly budget. So I don't think you necessarily need one to be successful, but I think in terms of the general population, a budget can definitely help a lot of people stay on track. Specifically, knowing where each of your dollar bills are going. If you just get your paycheck every month and then at the end of the month you're like, where did my money go? That's kind of where a budget can come in and help figure out where your dollar bills are going or where your euros are going. I'm in the US, so I use dollars. All right, we got a lemonade stand. Basically comparing entrepreneurship versus being an employee and working for someone else. So which one's better, working for a big company or running a profitable business yourself? Lemonade stand for 5 cents. It's probably a great way to maybe get your kids introduced to entrepreneurship. I actually saw a video on YouTube recently where someone took their nephew and they sold lemonade for like $50 a glass. And surprisingly, there were quite a few people who bought it. I think they just wanted to support the kid, but it's pretty funny. Yeah, entrepreneurship is good, and then um, working for someone else is also good. Kind of depends on what your situation is. Some people like security, and they prefer working for someone else. But technically, that's not necessarily security because you could be laid off at any point. But yeah, pros and cons for both situations. We are moving on. All right. What is not a good strategy for success? You could be a construction worker. You could go to the casino and gamble. You could be a scientist, or you could be a student or a recent graduate from school. This one should be pretty obvious. Although, actually, surprisingly, in the first round that we played, a lot of people said D as in Delta. A lot of people said school was not a good strategy for success, which is interesting because, yeah, if you're an entrepreneur, I don't necessarily think school is conducive for that lifestyle. I think it's better for someone who wants to be an employee. Um, yeah, B, going to the casino, not gonna help you in the long term. We are on question 19. All right, name of the game, basically add up all the numbers and then rank them from the most expensive to the least expensive. So it looks like you're going on vacation, you could do a cruise. Another picture is travel, sleep, and dining. I guess travel, lodging, and dining. Travel, lodging, and dining. Then transportation, lodging, and dining. Most expensive to least expensive. Few more seconds. All right, yeah, bottom right. So C, A, B, and then D. D will be the least expensive. We are moving on. Question 20. Your income level greatly affects your saving habits. And if you're just joining us, welcome. If you want to play along, feel free to drop your answer in the live chat. Not sure who this person is that's counting their money. But yeah, I hope to one day be on that status. I think a lot of people do. Income level affects your saving habits. I mean, you can make $1 million a year, but if you're spending $1 million a year, that's not going to help you long term. Versus the opposite, where maybe you only make 50,000 a year, but you only spend 25,000. So you're saving and building wealth for your future. False, yeah. Income level does not. Um, it's not really correlated to your saving habits. What is true during a recession? And we have a picture of the Earth. Looks like it's about to tumble off of this line here. But yeah, we can go over what a recession is. What is true during a recession? So, recession is the business cycle where there is a decline in economic activity. Trade and industrial activity is reduced. Yeah, so if you think of the recent pandemic, um, if you were to get laid off, then you definitely want to make sure your personal finances are in order so you're able to survive. So, yeah, top right is going to be the best answer here. We are on question 22, and there are no robots. 23. We are talking about an emergency fund. So anyone who's familiar with Dave Ramsey, he's a American radio station host who specializes in personal finance. Him and along with other experts recommend having a 3 to 6 month emergency fund, meaning if you lost your job today, you would be able to survive for the next 6 months, 3 to 6 months, without having any income, any additional income come in. So yeah, and you can also think of this as your rainy day fund. So if your car breaks down unexpectedly, you don't have to pay to get it fixed using credit. You can actually pay out of your emergency fund, and that way you're not going to be charged interest. Money on a special bank account for use in case of emergencies. So that's going to be the best answer here. We are on 24. Few more questions remaining, and then I'm going to go eat some lunch. What is the most important thing Tom needs to do to start improving his personal finances? And this kind of looks like a Tom. I don't know what this guy's name is, but I think he could pass for Tom. So does he need to get a higher paying job or a second job or pay off his credit card debt or cancel his Netflix subscriptions? A few more seconds, we can see what the correct answer is here. Pay off his credit card debt. The average interest rate for credit cards is just above 16%. So that can really snowball into a large amount of interest that you're going to have to pay. So very important to pay that off. So you're not forever going to be a slave to your credit cards. We got double points. Get this question right, and you get double the normal amount of points. You have too much debt if you are only able to make the minimum monthly payment on your credit card. And true or false, 50% chance of getting this one right. Few more seconds. That is correct. As I just explained, interest rate for credit cards is over 16%. So that interest is going to build up into a giant snowball. And so if you keep making the minimum monthly payments, you're not going to be able to pay that off ever. So you need to, if you're in a situation like that, then you have too much debt. We are on the last question, and then I'm going to go eat some lunch. It's just about noon in the US right now, in the East Coast. What is not a good strategy to be financially resilient? So, three things you should do, one thing you should not do. Got some leftover chili in the fridge, so that is definitely going to be my lunch for today. Pretty excited about that. Chili is a great meal. You can meal prep it. You can make a lot of it, and it usually stores pretty well. So if you want to freeze it, Makes for a good lunch. Want to bring it to work throughout the week. All right, three things you should do. You want to educate yourself, build an emergency fund, like we discussed, and diversify. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Never trust a bank. Keep all the money in cash. That it's a liability. That money goes missing. It's not insured, and you're never gonna get it back. When your money is in the bank, that money is insured up to $250,000. So in the event that there was a bank robbery or something, as long as you had less than $250,000 in your account, you will get that amount back. And we will look at the podium. It's just going to be me because I did not post the code. I was trying to avoid the robots, prevent the robots from joining. And let me just change screens real quick. All right, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. Gonna eat some chili right now. I just want to thank everyone who took time out of their day to play the game today. Really appreciate you guys playing. It definitely makes this game a lot more fun and interactive when you guys join. So thank you so much. I'll be doing this next week on Friday, same time. So make sure you are subscribed. That way you will get notified when I go live. Hope everyone has a good week and learned something new. And I'll see you next Friday. Peace.